Nearly 2 years after the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, nearly 100,000 refugees have moved to the U.S., including dozens now living in Arizona.
In an exclusive interview, Fox 10's Stephanie Bennett caught up with one man who barely escaped being recruited by the Taliban. And he's now waiting for his green card, but his younger brothers are in legal limbo, like thousands of others.
I can't go back in Afghanistan. That's too sad for me because home is home, you know, right?
Mustafa Jalani reflecting back on his life in Afghanistan. He worked as a translator, helping U.S. troops communicate. After the fall of the country, he says his skill was sought after by the Taliban.
They say, come and join with us. Why you're helping U.S. Army? You have to help us. If you reject our, request, so we're gonna find you and we're gonna kill you.
Mustafa, his parents, and his siblings narrowly escaped on an evacuation flight. And after traveling through several countries, they ultimately were reunited with family already living here in Arizona. So far, fewer than 5,000 of the nearly 77,000 Afghans resettled here in the U.S. have secured permanent legal status, many requesting asylum or special immigrant visas, like Mustafa and his parents, who were waiting for their green cards before applying for citizenship.
I'm so happy and I'm feeling peace here.
But his brothers are still waiting on their cases, along with hundreds of other Afghan evacuees who were initially granted parole, which allows them to stay in the U.S. without a visa.
But my youngest brothers, my two youngest brothers, still they are waiting for their cases. It's impending.
At one point, many Afghan refugees on parole were bracing for the prospect of losing their ability to stay in the U.S. this summer due to the lack of action by Congress. But President Biden recently launched a re-parole application process, where starting this month, Afghan refugees can renew their temporary work permits to ensure they can stay for at least another 2 years. For now, Mustafa is excited for the future. He works for the nonprofit Refugees and Immigrants Community for Empowerment, helping assist other Afghan migrants who resettle in Arizona.
They need our help, so we're gonna help them for apply for the food stamp, home rents, some donations we have and some stuff for their homes.
Many Afghan refugees want the president and Congress to create additional and more permanent pathways towards citizenship to avoid any future legal limbo. In Phoenix, Stephanie Bennett, Fox 10 News.